Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to the blindness of eternity. When last we left off, we had cleared out level 6 of the dungeon beneath our place, the Endless Path, or whatever it's called. And we had found a door, which requires 3 seals. We have the 3 seals on us, and we'd also found the corpse of the person who was writing all of the journal entries regarding this place. So from here on, we'll probably be going in blind. So I'll go with number 1. General expression is stylized image of an eye. Okay, I'm gonna check what the symbols on my items are, because I haven't actually checked. So Bloodstone has a sword. Oops. An eye is on Sapphire. And a chisel is on Peridot. So Bloodstone is sword, Sapphire is eye. That's all I need to remember. So this is an eye, so Sapphire. The middle side. Sword is Bloodstone. Right socket. Brace for yourself and heave the heavy doors open, only to find that they are open readily under your hands. With a great groan and a gust of wind, the path forward is revealed. Wow. That is a lot of experience. Whoa! Oh, that's experience, okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to proceed onward a little bit. And we're going to pick up Alof.
There! Done!
When we can.
Eh? Would you look at this?
Okay, I don't think I want to go down there yet, because I want to go back up to the top and pick up Alof, because I can. And I wish that I knew how to pay people. But yeah, I thought that he got me 3,000 gold. I'm like, holy crap! That's a lot of gold. Oh wait, never mind, that's experience. That's still a pretty good amount of experience. See, she gained quite a bit of experience there. She's a little halfway to Master Staircase. Okay, so we're going to pop over to Cadenor. We're going to pop Alof back into our party. Now that he's completed a bunch of adventures. These guys are really not very expensive, so how do I want to know how to... I just want to know how to pay them. Okay, so let's try this again. You can get a Rutai line breaker. Alien Shock Mage, Warden, and do a Skirmish Archer.
Yeah.
So I have these people. Aloth can level up. Question is, how do I pay them? Let's talk to this thing, see if there's anything to say. Just checking to make sure that I haven't somehow up-gained the ability to do multiple things. So I can't put money in the treasury. What I can do is leave this money here for now, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this money in the treasury.
Yeah.
And maybe that will allow for the soldiers to get paid out of that instead of out of my pocket. So that's my hope, is that my people will be paid out of that instead, and then that'll resolve the issue of now we know how to get it done. We just need to have money in the treasury, and then we'll be fine. Maybe. So we'll find out. So here's Aloth. Let's give him some lore, I guess. You know what? Never mind. We'll give him 2 points in athletics because we can. Give him level 4. Ooh, Iron Skin. 8 damage reduction until damaged. That seems really stupid, actually. Oh, okay, never mind. This is for 10 attacks. I was gonna say, 1 hit of 8 damage reduction is terrible. So this is a normal AoE, not a faux AoE. Oh, that's kind of cool. Weird. That's kind of cool. So Confusion gives a faux AoE of Confuse. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and take this. Looks like the only buffs they have are self-cast, so... It's a 30-second wall. "20-meter wall." This could potentially be really powerful. I'm going to take it, and we'll see if I can use it to good effect. If I can get the enemies in a doorway, and then put the wall on the other side of the doorway, then what happens is all the enemies in the line will start taking all this hazard damage, and they won't be able to stop taking it. The duration is 30 seconds, and it does 5 to 8 burn damage, which 5 to 8 seems very low at first, but if it does damage every second, then we're looking at an ability that hits for 150 damage as a minimum. So that's, well, not as a minimum because it can miss and stuff, but you get the idea. It's actually quite
Following your lead.
high damage. Aldrea
Sure.
is injured, but not so injured that I want to stop, so I'm gonna pop over to Cadenua again. I really hope that the money is just taken straight out of the treasury to pay those people. It's unfortunate, though it is understandable, that all of the cool stuff is based off of turns, while all of the expenditures and stuff like that is based off of time. It's kind of a weird
I'll see what I can
idea
find.
having the multiple different systems in place. I understand why it is, though, so that you can't just waste time in order to get paid money. Time is money, friend. So, at any rate, I'll check. I'm actually going to send
No
Aldrea in
problem.
first. I'm dumb. I thought this place looked familiar. I'm like, but it was so dark that I thought I was in the Fog of War. I literally thought I was in Fog of War just because it was so dark. Okay. So, next floor. That's where we start skulking around. So,
I'll
with
take a
any
look.
luck, we will be able to get some good business done here. Fragments of faded ink within ruins descend the length of his broken pillars. Some earthblight here. Okay.
Hey,
This pillar could be useful for me. Let's say we're gonna. Then we're gonna pull this earthblight. That is a lot of blights. Some of them ran away.
all right then.
Some more left ran away, but they're coming back.
Eh? No problem.
Okay, so there's a small earthblight here. I'm gonna block passage here. Holy crap! Nice hit. 43 damage.
Hmm? Got Point the way. After it eats my...
So the small earthblight is gonna die soon.
Hi.
Okay, so this flame blight is on Aldrea. I'm gonna knock it over. This flame blight is really very interested in killing her. Gonna have him pop here and use full radiance.
Yes.
Gonna have him continue blasting here.
Following your lead.
How many are we on? 4. Good. So I can actually just pop worms right here. And they do fire damage, so we don't want to have them attacking the flame blights. Have them attack this earthblight here.
Ready, Watcher.
Concerned about these flame blights because they are all going to explode on death.
Following your lead.
Yeah, this is a serious issue. I have 2 flame blights here, and they're gonna kill Alvera.
Sagani! We can't let her die here!
Okay, so let's load this.
No problem.
Oops. Okay, so we failed miserably there at blocking the path with him. Let's try to do a little better about that this time. And if we can't get this pack down, then we're just gonna have to go rest. We are really low on resources, so oops. What are you? Adrigan? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dominated. 12 seconds.
Yes.
That's never a good sign. Well, I don't know how many we've got, but just gonna have to try to kill this thing, hoping that it's like the only one here. Oh, what the hell? The lightning seems to just be extending throughout the whole battlefield. Which is obviously not limited to Kura. It's in a moon well now.
I'm here.
Where are you, Eldra? Why aren't you attacking? Are you paralyzed or something? She's petrified! Interesting, okay. Okay, so she's prone. She's dead now. And this Earthblight just teleported. Oh, Jesus! My dragons just killed me. And my worms, rather. Okay, so the hope here
Sure.
that we can get these guys out of here completely.
We're down one.
Pop out of the way completely.
Yes. Roll up 10.
Let's see. Smaller flights. Okay, Aloth is gonna have to confuse the ever-living crap out of this entire swarm if I'm gonna have any prayer.
Indeed.
So he just confused like half these things. So they're gonna be wandering around killing each other.
No!
Okay, so another one's
Your
dead.
word.
Oh crap. He's not quite ready to summon a... Okay, good.
Roll up 10.
So this one's injured. This one's badly injured. It's in the ice though. I'm gonna just go for this one instead.
How may I help?
I'm gonna try and... I have a lot of fire. Don't have a lot of other stuff. So let's see, we have badly injured one, we have... Great. This one's near death. Let's keep attacking this Earth Blight. Actually really amazing when you think about it, just how much crowd control you can get out of just a couple of spells. Try to drop this over here. Okay, so we can summon a new worm whenever we, or a new set of worms whenever we want. And there's really no time like the present, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Gonna kill this one if I can.
How may I help?
Worm killed Earth Blight. So let's see if we can kill this Flame Blight as well. I don't know if they can even damage it.
Aye? Gotta be more careful.
Oh shit. Okay, so these guys are now charging. Okay. Yeah, we got a serious issue here. And there's no way that I'm gonna get that thing reapplied, or resummoned rather. So we're just gonna have to stick him in here and hope for the best.
How may I help?
I'm hoping that these two get killed by the ice path. Let's see here.
On your word.
Hmm?
He's blind. So we can now actually summon some more worms up in between us and the enemy. Holy shit, that explosion was so big that it hit everybody. We need to get these guys out of here. Look at how massive that explosion is. These things exploded. This thing was sitting here. It hit him all the way over here. That's about double the length of a fireball spell. Whew, serious business. And I forgot to set my alarm, which is also serious business. So I'm going to just kind of assume that it has been about 10 minutes, so we'll set it for 50. Okay, so we can save this. We have her sitting on 3 hit points. Wow. Certainly getting plenty of materials.
Keeping an eye out.
Now, I don't think that I killed the enemies that are in this room. I don't think that any substantial number... Yeah, there we go. I was pretty sure that there were going to be more in here. And that's not good. On the plus side, it looks like only this one's coming now. It's only an Earth Blight, so if it comes alone, I can actually kill it just by fighting it with him and not letting anyone else come near it. Oh good, and it's even going after... Okay, we need to move these two back. Oh, it teleported.
Leave it to me. Wish I could have done something.
Why aren't you guys attacking? Oh, because of the teleport. Keep forgetting that whenever something teleports, it actually goes off the thing and then comes back, which means that everybody loses it as a target.
No problem.
Okay, so let's save this. 3 Primal Rock.
Quickly and quietly.
For some reason those things are perma-highlighted when I'm not holding the button down. Okay, I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna pop in here and see what happens. Okay, I did not die, which is good. This dark triangular block of stone is covered in pale undulating grooves. So how many Earth Blights do we have? I think this one might be coming alone. It's a patrol.
You're not getting through me.
And I'm gonna have her move very far away. And I'm actually gonna do the same with him. Because this thing can teleport. Okay, so this one should go down relatively easily. I'm actually going to go pull another one if I can. To eat them up. Okay, we are not leaving combat.
Of course.
We have 3 here.
On your word.
But only one will be attacking him at any given time. So hopefully this will allow us to consume a few of his remaining hit point resources, but not cause a problem for us. Just grazed him for 3. Misses him. This is minus 44, so they're almost incapable of actually landing a solid blow. And that's without him popping this vigorous defense ability. That's pretty insane. Actually gonna have him swap over to this. So this thing's frightened now. I'll check this now. Minus 54. So with the fear status effect active, that's another minus 10 to accuracy. And it just becomes that much harder for them to actually land a hit. It actually makes it impossible for them to land a solid hit. They can only graze, and they have a 31% chance to cause half their normal damage. which is then reduced by his armor, presumably by about 80%. So yeah, he's just gonna stand there, taking no damage while we
Following your lead.
slowly whittle these things away.
Sacre Coup!
Okay, so that thing has its damage reduction reduced now. Go down a bit faster.
Sacre Coup!
So, with a little bit more,
You're not
we'll
getting
have
through
finished
me.
all of them.
Stand still! Selmes metu!
And yeah, looks like he's taking very little damage. Unfortunately, we aren't really able to deal too much art in return either.
Sacre
Gonna pop him in here and try to deal some damage. I actually should have had Alof in here the whole time dealing damage. I was a little concerned though because he does deal AoE damage, and sometimes AoE damage will cause the enemy to do something smarter than just sit there. Okay, Earthblight's dead.
Hey.
So instead of killing one in that fight, we managed to kill 4,
Hey.
which is pretty good. Because we killed those 3 there, and then we also killed the one that we had originally pulled. So, this room is very likely clear.
Slow and silent.
I'm gonna pop in here and take a look. So this is Spiced Image, Under Moonstone. That's quite a lot of money. That was like 960, not quite 1,000. What did you just say? They were making blights. Always dangerous. Let's save this again. So it's over here. We have
Ready,
Wind
Watcher.
Blight. Beware travel, greater souls than yours walk here. Turn back. Keep your courage and your spirit for the light. Oh shit, what are these? Oh, specters. Well, she's dead. Okay, we might have to leave, but I do want to explore a little bit further because some of these fights I'm going to be able to handle just by
Sure.
sending out
Following your lead.
what's his name? Adair. Adair will be able to handle some of these fights.
Eh?
And I'd like to give him the chance to. So there's a Flame Blight. Here's a Flame Blight. I don't like the Flame Blights. They scare me. Because I'm not going to be able to deal any meaningful damage to them with the worms.
Yeah.
It is probably in my best interest to go back upstairs and take a nap. So I think I'm going to do that. there's just no reason to try to continue through here with the AoE flame blights in large quantities, because each of those rooms is probably going to have numbers that are equivalent to what we were just dealing with. The problem is that how am I going to deal with those flame blights in general? They have a huge area of effect, so I'll have to keep as many people as possible out of the fight, which would heavily imply that I should be using the worms, but the worms deal fire damage. I don't think that the flame blights actually are immune to fire. I don't know that anything is immune to a given damage type in this game, but we'll see. What we do know is that there are a lot of creatures in here, and we're now finally starting to get into the nuts and bolts of what this place is for. So they were actually manufacturing blights here, and blights are basically like soul fragments that have gotten caught on elements. So like if a soul fragment gets caught in a bunch of dirt starts accumulating on it, and it turns into that thing. Same with the fire and the wind and all that business. So I don't know the details of their formation, but that's the basic gist. Let's take a nap. And then we can continue down there. Let's see, athletics and constitution. I like athletics because it gives me a bonus to my the length of time that I can go without resting. And I like constitution because it gives me a bonus to my hit points, which gives me a bonus to the amount of time that I can spend without resting.
Eh?
Soul Whip. So we have a craft hall here. Let's take a look. Okay, they have been paid. So since they've been paid, that indicates to me that we're fine. So I'm going to get an odorless disciple. I'm just going to get the maximum number if possible. I don't necessarily want... I don't want anyone who already has a... what's the word? A loyalty elsewhere. So for instance, the Gold Pact Paladin, I don't want him because he has a loyalty to the Paladins. Right? That's an order. So I don't want that guy. And we'll just have to take this for what we've got. But given how, shall I say, little time I'm spending while doing quests because I'm not resting very much, even when I'm going into this dungeon, I'm still accumulating increased turns. I think that it won't be too difficult to pay for any number of mercenaries. I'm not spending money on anything else, so I have plenty of income to handle my stronghold-related expenses. So we should be fine. Ah, he's in the wrong place. He should be in between Eldrea and... what's his name? Well... it's kind of debatable, actually. Okay. Let's do this. I just changed this. Why is it? You didn't get in the right position. There we go. Assume the position, sir. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to start single pulling. There's no real convenient way to deal with these flame blights, I don't think. Whoa, hello, that's not a flame blight at all.
Got it.
On the plus side, I don't think it's going to explode on death.
Hmm?
On the negative side, it's
How may I help?
probably going to do a lot of damage before it dies.
What?
People, you need to get out of my way. So this thing's prone, we have a flame blight behind us, we have more than one flame blight behind us. Let's get the dog on this thing before it gets forward anymore.
Following your lead.
Gonna drop these things here. Use the mark back.
Hmm? Sure.
Are you gonna
Yes?
summon them? Dude.
Roak 10! On your word.
So it does 2-to-1 damage. That's exciting.
Will they made an answer wound?
Just hit them with an AoE, and well, I'm gonna miss them with an AoE rather. I think that he's far enough away now, so. Okay, so I'm gonna have him pop over and try to reduce their damage reduction.
Will they made an answer wound?
Yeah, they have 15 fire reduction, so
How may I help?
I'm just curious whether it even hit Adair. Missed Adair. So the only person who has like full hit point or permanent hit points that I have to be concerned about, who's there, was missed by the explosive death, which is very nice.
Sacre Feu!
16 seconds of reduced damage reduction. Not too bad. So let's hope that when he goes down, it's another miss. I don't actually want to send him in to reduce the damage reduction again because I'm worried that it's gonna explode in my face. Quite literally. Yeah, these flame blights are just gonna be a nuisance to kill. Alright.
No problem.
So,
Yeah.
we killed 2 flame blights, we killed a specter. I'm sure there's gonna be more in that room. But that's a good start.
Keeping an eye out.
Could also pull this one. Isn't there one here?
Will
Oh shit.
they made an
Whoops.
answer
shit.
wound?
The thing just blasted him with electricity and he wasn't even near them. Okay, so we've got 2... Oh wow, those are shadows. That's gonna be easy. Need to dog can practically solo them. Okay, so wow, there's a difference in damage. So we are still in combat. Never mind. What the hell's going on? So we're in combat again. What we're gonna do just start nuking these. Let's knock this over. I figure that Itzmok will be able to deal a lot more damage than these things will. And it's actually focused on him now, so... Oh, why did I come back this way?
No!
Okay, we need to pull back.
How may I help?
He should be far enough away now.
Right away.
Just gonna summon another pack of them right here.
On your word.
Get up, damn you!
Okay, there we go. Wait, did we seriously just get brought back into combat? Yeah. There we go. Killed a few more. We are not losing any resources to these things, which is good. The real concern is, whoa.
Yeah?
Whoa, hello. I think we need to pull back.
No problem.
The shade ran away. I guess I should have just fought it here. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm gonna pull him forward.
These ones are it.
Oh god.
Of course. You're not getting through me.
So let's kill the shadows. There we go. So what we're really looking for here is just to kill these guys. There we go. The shades shouldn't be too difficult. They were very hard when we were fighting them back in the beginning of the game. So how much damage did that deal? Ooh, crit durance.
No problem. I'm here.
So unfortunately that does mean that we're going to have to
Yeah?
pull these people back
Hey.
and fight them just with Adair and the worms. Because we don't want to have all these people taking a bunch of damage. On the plus side, they have returned to their homes. These things are all trapped.
Yeah?
I think that I'm gonna engage with
Hey.
him and then have...
You're not getting
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do?
Ensemble.
I'm gonna have these guys hold back. Because eventually the Shade will probably aggro, and when the Shade aggroes, unless it doesn't aggro, but if the Shade does aggro, then what we can do is when it teleports to him, we just all just fly in there and gang beat it. And if it doesn't show up, then that's fine too, because we'll just have Adair here tanking the damage and this thing has some pretty good rolls, actually. There's no way that you're going to hit him that far away. I have a suspicion that this thing does a cone in a direction, and regardless of what, like, range you're at. So it doesn't actually... the character doesn't check whether he can get in range. Okay, so this electricity shit is scaring me because it seems to have electrocuted the people back here as well. I'm gonna pull them back.
As you say.
Pull them back too.
Fight on, my friends.
That is a lot of electric death. Holy shit. What just hit him? Returning Storm, crits of air. Whoa, crits? Is that even possible? There's the... He's minus 20. Yikes! Returning Storm has really high accuracy. Let's pop this defense. And we're not going to be able to because he's paralyzed. Okay, this is rather alarming.
Reacted.
What's going on here does not in any way, shape, or form fit in with the things that I would like to have happen. So it must be that this is probably the spell that caused that. Okay, so yeah, that's the Returning Storm ability.
Backbone to this.
Stand still.
He might go down.
Fight on, my friends.
Huh?
He didn't. Okay, he had 9 hit points left. That was terrifying. Jesus, look how much damage he took. So those wind things do not mess around. I think that for those, we definitely just need to pop the whole group in.
I'm on the
We
trail.
just need to surround them and beat them up before they can do anything meaningful. Okay, so there's a shade.
Hey,
The shade we should be able to just gang beat. Oh, there's more than one. So never mind then.
Eh? No problem.
Pull back just a little bit. Just to make sure that we don't get both.
Point the way.
Fail. Ow. Yeah, the pup is already fatigued
No problem.
after like 2 fights. And we have one more, presumably shade, in there.
Time to see and not be seen.
Take a look. We have a bunch of... Ooh, whoa. So we have a Spectre over there, we have a Flame Blight over here. I don't know if it's the only one that we've got there. Okay, so... I think this Flame Blight is alone.
you're not getting through me.
Never mind, it's not. Well. Too late for second guessing ourselves. He's already in.
Of course.
He's already engaged. So we're gonna pop his defense stuff. Why are you attacking that one? Okay, so now we're gonna pop up our worms. I'd like for them to start attacking the worms instead of him. So, explosive death. Pull everyone back a little further. Except Daloth. He's gonna have some AoE damage time. I'm actually gonna need Tamaki to pull out. Okay, never mind. It's gonna attack Itamak and he's gonna sacrifice his life for no reason. Did he just say Kaitif? Now I'm curious what a Kaitif actually is. Kaitif in the Vampire the Masquerade setting refers to a clanless vampire. So basically a vampire whose bloodline is so weak that they have no discernible like sort of traits.
Got it.
So that's interesting.
Let's see what
He might not have
lies
said
this-
Kaitif, that might just be what I heard. So this is a small flame blight. I'm gonna just try to pull this.
Will they on Sawu?
And it might come alone, so let's start with the assumption that it's gonna come alone.
You're not getting through me.
Good job, Itamak. So, Aloth is just gonna come over here and punch. Whoa.
I shall deal with this. What?
Dealt 1 damage with its,
Hey.
its explosion
All right,
to
then.
there. Now we've got a Spectre and a Flame Blight over here.
Eh?
So I think that what we can do is just aggro them,
Will
and then we don't have to worry about the Flame Blight because the Flame Blight moves at a snail's pace. And we can just pop over here, pop the fence.
Point the way.
Hi?
Okay, so I was apparently wrong about
I'm
my
here.
ability to completely ignore these guys. I'm tempted to put some skeletons in their way, but I don't think that's necessarily the best plan.
On your word.
Instead, we're just gonna pop back.
Damn, missed.
And this is Adair, which is the person that we want to be chilling there.
Yeah.
Aldrea. He's gonna knock this guy down again. Smoke is gonna pop in. And here we go. So now we can summon up these guys.
Roll up 10.
Have them deal more damage.
Get up, damn you!
Wait, what? The Spectres have an explosive death too? That is horse crap. Okay, so we need to pull these guys out, pull her out,
What?
and pull him out.
Hi.
Aloth needs to get away so that we can... Okay, so that's good to know. The Spectres also explode on death. I'm just gonna kill the little one first. Okay, so that one explodes. I'm gonna go after this one. So both of these are trying to get to Adair, and sort of failing badly at it. I'm going to resummon because
Indeed.
okay. Now everybody's gonna attack this one. I'm gonna pull back. Gonna wait until this one is.
I could have done something.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna send Itamak in here just to get the flanking penalty on these guys.
They're closing in on it.
Oh, I didn't get. Itamak also hits very hard. These ones are in for a walloping.
They're in for a walloping.
So that voice is actually a female. It doesn't sound like it because it's spoken through a male's, you know, what is this thing called? Adam's apple.
Sure.
But that actually is a female who's saying that, and that is 10 primal flames. I don't know what primal flames are used for, but can't be bad to get 10 of them.
I'll see what I can find.
Unless they all come alive in my inventory simultaneously and incinerate me. That would be bad. But on the plus side, they are in my stash, so they just set fire to my house instead. Which is also crappy now that I think about it. So, this strange pedestal has a round depression at the top. It seems to be missing something. So we found the wind one, I think, which was some sort of, let's take a look. There's some sort of powder, actually. So maybe I'm supposed to repair it first? Oh no, it's a prism. So, it's a block of stone. So we can put these where they belong. Gonna save this. Adair is actually low enough on HP that I need to do something about it. Okay, I do not want to take that key. Because that key might be for a door that I can pick the lock on, and I want to pick the locks whenever possible. And Aldrea is still at full life. I remain distant. Something like that. Were these experiments?
Ready, Watcher.
We are now... Gonna beat the ever-loving crap out of this guy. Get out of my way, Olaf. Okay, these three can beat the crap out of this guy, I guess. Look how quickly the shadow goes down. Every single time, they always cast those things on Durance. I swear. Okay, so we just completed the towers, which is good. We have a bunch of people that are paid, so we're set. We have no events, and we can start building the next thing. So now that we have the towers, we actually have pretty high security right now because of my emphasis on security. I think I'm going to build this library because I think that a library is useful to have.
No problem.
And yeah, so having a library is good. Let's see. I'm going to send Itamar
My eyes
forward.
are peeled.
This is water, guys. I'm gonna just pull them with Itamak. And I think that I'm just gonna surround them and try to blow them up. Looks like there is both water and the electricity dudes, so we're gonna try to kill the electricity dudes as best we can when that becomes an option. And I'm actually going to try to tank these with the worms if possible. Okay, so that one is toast.
Hey.
The dares can pop over here. And we take a little bit of damage, but it's
No
spread
problem.
between a collection of people. And not too problematic.
Yeah.
Whew. So, these guys are dealt with.
I shall be discreet.
Sneak back in here. I think there's probably more
Eh?
than just this one guy left, so we're gonna pop out here. Yeah, so there's that guy over there. I don't know if he's gonna get pulled.
Got it.
Okay, so I think that this thing is sufficiently flanked that we're gonna be able to kill it there. It of course electrocuted Durance, which is what always happens. People use electricity, right? So whatever ranged attacks, they always go on Durance. Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Let's take a look around. This is a small wind blight, so I'm just gonna try and grab it. So we have water blights in the back as well. Looks like those walked away though.
Got
Oh. That ended quickly. And let's see. So we've got this guy who's using his electricity bullshit. And that stuff has an enormous range. No.
Sure.
I needed to re-aggro him to ensure that I could get my worms up.
Reluctant.
I'm actually going to pull Itzmak out. Oh, right. Alof can just come in here and start attacking. The Rain Blights seem to be substantially weaker than the others. The two that are strongest seem to be the Fire Blights and the Wind Blights.
Damn it!
Ah, the Water Blights spawn small ones, which is not a substantial threat. Because again, they're just not that dangerous in general, so if they summon babies, who cares? Anyway, I was supposed to go pull before I did that, but oh well. We'll just have to... So that thing did just cast an electricity spell. Let's hope that I can get him out of the area of effect. Nope. Okay, so...
Sure.
That is a nasty ability. It looks like we are out of time. So I'm going to... We have probably half of this floor left to destroy. So I'm just going to call it here. So thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure to slave for you today, and I will see you guys again next time.